Crystal Clear 101. Welcome back to my channel. We're taking a look at another Jurassic World toy review. This time I'll be looking at something from the Legacy Collection. This time I'll be looking at the Legacy Collection Alan Grant. This figure was released in mid-2018. This is exclusive to Target, and the suggested retail is about $7.99. Now before I go any further, let's take a quick look at Grant's packaging. Now, let's take a quick look at Dr. Alan Grant's packaging. First off, in the background of the card, we have the Jurassic World Legacy logo with the T-Rex to the left. Front center at the bottom, we have the name of the figure itself. Now, go on to the back, there's not a whole lot going on, except for the image of the Jurassic World Legacy Collection logo, as well as a product shot of Dr. Alan Grant, the figure, and right above it, an actual screenshot of the character itself. Real good one at that. And with that being shown, let's get straight to the figure itself. Now let's get a better look at Alan Grant. Now, as usual, let's do a 360-degree view on this figure. I gotta admit, when I went to my local Target looking for Jurassic World figures, I was completely not expecting to see Alan Grant. I was not expecting them to do classic movie characters. I knew that they were going to be doing Owen. I knew they were going to be doing Claire. I knew they were going to be doing some of the more recent movie characters from Jurassic World. I did not know they're going to be doing characters from the original Jurassic Park from '93. And to see the classic main protagonist from that movie, for me, it was just a treat. Especially considering that this is probably the main character I really do remember from the original film is Alan Grant. Sam Neill's character. Now, the last Alan Grant figure I know of that got released, I believe, was for Jurassic Park 3 back in 2001. However, that was based on his Jurassic 3 appearance. Considering this is based off the original Jurassic Park from '93, I figured it'd just only be appropriate to bring in the original Kenner, Alan Grant from '93. And this was one of my main favorite human characters from that line. I think my next favorite being Ian Malcolm. Why? Because this and Ian Malcolm were the two that looked the closest to their movie counterparts. Now, obviously, the face is wildly inaccurate. Whereas this one actually looks really good. This actually looks fairly close to Sam Neill's likeness. The only things that they really got right from the Kenner version was the color of his outfit and the hat. That's really about it. This just captures, for me, the essence of the character. I mean, right down to the red scarf right inside the top of his shirt. I mean, that just looks really good. And you're probably wondering, for the $7.99 it retails for, what all do you get with this figure? Well, let me tell you what you get. Now, as far as the articulation goes, the head itself is on a ball joint. We have a ball hinge for the shoulder. Ball hinge for the elbow. That's it for the arms. We get a swivel in the waist. Ball hinge for the hips. Ball hinge for the knees. And I believe that's about it. For $7.99, you actually get a pretty decent amount of articulation out of this little figure. I mean, especially compared to, say, I don't know, a current standard Star Wars figure. You actually get a fair bit of articulation out of this. I mean, this, as it looks, it has, for me, about the right amount of articulation. I would have liked to see some articulation maybe in the wrist. Then I would have been totally happy with this. Absolutely, perfectly happy. But as it is, I'm fine with it. I'm perfectly fine with it. Now, let's see. What all accessories does it also come with? Well, it also comes with, for some reason, a flare gun. He never had a flare gun in the first one. He did in Jurassic Park 3, but he didn't have it in the first one. And it comes with a compy. And this is a very soft plastic. And the idea is you can have it mounted on Grant just about anywhere you wanted. Heck, have it sit on top of his head if you want. But you can have this little compy mounted just about anywhere. Best of my knowledge, I believe the other Legacy Collection human characters in the first movie come with compies. Only other one I have right at the moment is Robert Muldoon, and here's a compy that comes with him. But that is all that comes with this figure. I love it. It keeps it rather plain and simple. That's what I like about it. I mean, even if you lose the little compy, even if you lose this little flare gun, which, I gotta be honest, I'm not entirely wowed with the little flare gun. I mean, unless I'm doing Jurassic Park 3. They are doing a Spinosaurus. From Jurassic Park 3. But this is such thin plastic. I mean, the trigger guard's already got stress marks on it. And that's just from it being moved a little. I'm not kidding. Even if you miss those two pieces, you still have the core figure. And honestly, that's, to me, all you really need with this is the core figure. Now, let's contrast that with the Kenner Alan Grant, which, if some of you really want me to do, I will do a retro review on this, like a nostalgic review on this. What all accessories did this Alan Grant come with? Let's take a look. Let's see. First, this little backpack catapult contraption. He also came with a little net. Whatever this thing is, it keeps making me think like a little bomb, like a little biohazard bomb or something. And a little pteranodon hatchling. That's what all comes with this particular version of Alan Grant. So, for me, it's a fair bit of accessories to try and keep up with. Whereas this one, it just keeps it nice and simple. This is the one piece I am the least concerned with. This, it's nice that they give you an extra dinos, especially a little small one, a little compy. But, I mean, overall, I think it's just a fantastic little figure. This is a very, very nicely done figure of Alan Grant, as far as that face sculpt is concerned. I mean, that looks really good. I mean, even on the packaging, they show a picture of Sam Neill just for comparison, which I think was a nice little touch. I just really love the way they've done this figure. And if you have the Classic Collection Jeep, which I've already reviewed on this channel, considering it's number 18, this is appropriate, as this is Alan Grant's Jeep that you see at the beginning of Jurassic Park. So pick up these two pieces, you're pretty much ready to go. All you gotta do now is just get Ellie Sattler, and you're very much ready to go. So overall, my final thoughts is, if you have a Target near you, you're a fan of the first Jurassic Park, especially a fan of Dr. Alan Grant, Sam Neill's character, then this is by far the best Alan Grant you're going to get in the 3 3/4 inch scale. If you can find it, pick it up. It's actually really well worth picking up, especially for the price point. But that'll wrap up my review on the Jurassic World Legacy Collection Alan Grant. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.